Hey everybody, it's birdie time. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm testing out the Climo prototype discs, the Champ, the Belleair, and the Skyway. I'm here at Kilbourne Park, which is a fairly wooded course. I fully expect with only 3 discs to take several bogeys today. That's bad. But that doesn't matter. I'll have a great time and maybe I'll manage to shoot under par anyway. We're going with 2 off the first tee, so I have a chance to test out the mid and the driver with 1 shot on the first hole. Got up in there, but I hit a tree. It's a really unfortunate route. That was going to be close. I'm just outside the circle, so my first circle to putt with the Champ. All right, I'll take that. I'm pretty happy with the first putt with the Champ and actually taking a birdie to start the round. That's great. However, I'm having to go forehand here because this basket is off to the right, and I don't think any of these discs are understable enough to get myself a turnover shot. So we'll see how the forehand works out. Really bad. Super early release. Wow, I wish I had just thrown the anhyzer. You can't really see this basket, but I'll tell you if I happen to get close. Edge of the circle, I think. If I hadn't hit that tree, I think I would have been like 15 feet left. So it's actually a pretty good gap hit and upshot, but there's just too many things to miss, and I caught something at the end. So I've got myself this for par, and unfortunately I could have had this for birdie. Bummer. Drop. Wow. Accidentally gave that one way too much height, way too much glide. That was for bogey. This could have been for birdie. That will work. Perfect placement with the mid-range off the tee. I think I'll go putter for this upshot and try to hit a gap. But you never know. You might not end up close on this hole because there's a lot of stuff in the way. That's fine. I missed my line. I was going for the gap on the right of that, but I'm still putting, so good enough. Barely caught, but it's in. That's really good because I was afraid my putting would just be terrible today, but I've hit the chains a couple of times, had 1 bad putt, but 2 birdies out of 3, and the only reason that I didn't have a putt on the second hole was a bad forehand. So it was 320 on the other side of that tree clump. I'll go with the Skyway to try to give it the distance a little easier, and I'll rely on that 3 stability to skip me in toward the basket. That's bad. Just never lined it up properly on the fairway. That's it. A few extra feet on that putt, but it's up there. Well, let's be honest. Me missing the gap on that last hole off the tee, not the disc's fault. That's on me. I still managed the par, so I'm fine with that. And this one's going to be kind of tough. I'm going to go that anhyzer route, like hole 2, as opposed to the forehand, but I'm feeling like this is going to be a little short for the birdie putt. Give it a try. Can't complain too much. Got a friendly roll, and it's hard to pick between You know, the mid-range and the driver, it's a big speed difference for a hole that's around 300 feet. I won't lie, even when I miss, every opportunity is great because it makes it more likely that I stay close to par and have a chance of shooting under. So anything in circle 2 off the tee, it's good. All right, that's it. 2 circle 2 putts. I'm liking that putter. So Skyway actually held the anhyzer pretty nicely. I was afraid it'd fight out even faster, but too bad I didn't miss the tree on the right. Still something to work with. That's fine. Another par. Like I said earlier, anything in the realm of a chance is great because missing it nets me a par. As much as I'd like to throw anhyzer or turn over here, the ceiling says no, so I'm going for another forehand. Hopefully I release somewhat on time this time. Too straight, but I went to the right, so it worked out. That's fine. I'm certainly fortunate to have gotten pin high, I guess, past it. I went right enough, but I missed a bunch of trees to get here. Lucky, fortunate, but I got an opportunity. Once again today, I'm happy. That's dirty. That's a double nub out. If those nubs are flat, that's straight into the chains, into the basket. It's okay. I'm not upset. Not upset at all. With normal discs, like my zone, this is pretty much a must get. I'll finagle something up there with the Belleair. We'll see if we're close. But it's a pretty standard hyzer shot or flat shot with fade. It's not a hard hole. I'll try to make it look a little harder than it is. I couldn't see if I'm short or parked, but I think I'm putting from 20 at worst, 5 feet at best. Unfortunately, I was wrong. It's not 5 feet at best, it's 1 foot at best. I will take that. I will take that. If you've played Kilbourne, you'll know that I just skipped one hole. I don't want to play the 19-hole layout because I don't want to play the 19-hole layout. Looks clear. Time for another turnover with the Skyway or anhyzer or whatever. We'll find out once it leaves my hand. Get around it. Yes. That was really tight to the trees, but once I missed them, that's just kind of flattening out and panning toward, I think circle 2, I don't think circle 1, but heck yeah. Well, I'm shocked. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe I got to the circle. Well, I'll keep evaluating the discs as I go, but I am unsure about the Skyway as a -1.3. I'm comparing it to the Defy. If you watched my Defy disc review video, the Defy was pretty stable for me, and in fission plastic as well, it really held that stability. The Skyway isn't fighting out like I expected to. I expected to just swing and drop left. It's got a little, like, gentle fade. It feels like a -1.1. Maybe it's me, maybe it's the specific disc that I have, I don't know. But I'll take it. I'm pretty happy with it. It's been drifting right nicely for me. Okay, this hole is off to the right. Once again, an anhyzer shot is the play over the forehand. You've seen my forehand. That's fine. I was actually tracking toward the circle pretty nicely, but I turned it too early and kind of swung it too far right, risking a bunch of trees over there. So I don't feel like I got punished with a tree hit. I feel like I threw it into all those trees anyway. Not a good run, but it's a par. Well, I believe that I'm 4 under par right now. I played here a few days ago with my bag, and I played 5 down. So I think that says something about me, as well as, of course, the Climo prototypes. They're apparently great discs. I'm going to throw the Skyway here because it's pretty far, like 380 or something. 346. Uphill plays like 380. Oh no, not in that tree. That's a good rollout. If I had landed in that brushy tree, it's death, but just rolling out to the fairway, just fine. That tree hit was good placing me here. I really wouldn't want to be in the woods left side, having more stuff to putt through. At the same time, I don't really call this an opportunity. This is a very rare putt with wardens that I'm familiar with. So chances, low. Chances of par, high. Actually put it kind of close. You may or may not be able to glimpse the basket through the trees. This is kind of a natural hyzer shot for the Belleair. It's a negative, or it's a 0-2, so it should fade its way in toward the circle, but we'll see. That's short, but it's fine. I went left just enough, but like I thought, a little bit short. Could have put just a touch more power on the Belleair to get it at the basket instead of shy of it. But I've still got to putt at it, and as I've said all around, I'm very happy with every opportunity. All right, Champ is going for the chains today. This hole's off to the right, can't quite see it through all of that brush. I think I'll go for the Anheuser Skyway. It's worked already on a 300 plus foot Anheuser line, so maybe it'll work again. Just too low anyway. A little higher, maybe I flip over before that tree like I was trying to. Too bad, but I can have a putt on every hole. Okay, I'm going for the lofted up to the right side and hyzer in play. Nope. Terrible. Yes, saving the par. Still thrilled with the Champ, the putter and the Champ. This hole is about 300 over the hill. I'm gonna just disc up for this, hopefully keep it out to the right enough. I don't mind even going past. I've struggled to get my echo all the way there with what I felt like was a good shot, so I won't be relying on the Belleair, I'll go Skyway. I think I'm 25 to 45 past. I ripped on that nicely. Good throw. I think the basket was a lot closer than where I threw to. I seriously wish that I had the footage of what happened to my disc because I am parked. I'm wondering if I ace ran the basket and flared up and hit the tree right past it and dropped straight down because I'm pretty sure I was going to be in the woods back there. Don't ask me how, but with Climo discs only, I am outplaying my normal bag. Well, we've got 360 uphill, so I really don't expect to get all the way there. I'd have to throw a driven Anheuser shot to drift left to right, keep going up the hill and kind of work its way. I just don't see that happening. Not the disc's fault, that's on me. That's a far shot for me. Torn between the safe play outside right and the inside gap going more aggressive. I'm leaning toward the aggressive to show off the disc, but my score's good. I should keep my score. I don't know, I'm torn. All right, I'll let you see a hyzer shot because I've been throwing mostly Anheisers and a couple flat ones. So we'll show off the disc by playing safe. I hit that one tree, of course. I just had to go past it on either side. So that probably took 50 feet from my flight, which takes me from a jump putt, which is almost a guaranteed par, to a throw. However, I could have screwed up hitting that early gap by playing aggressive. So this is easier than that. That's bad. If I found out one thing today, it's that I kind of suck at throwing the champ. Putting with it is great, but throwing it, not good. And to think that I played this hole safe. Well, I expected the bogeys, so I really can't complain. I didn't expect as many birdies as I've gotten, so it's fine. On balance, I've played better than I expected today so far. I'm thinking Skyway again. I've got a hyzer out to the right. Hope I miss that tree, and if I do, I need to get myself left more so that I can have a cleaner up shot. Not the easiest tee shot for a 3-disc challenge. I think I'm really happy with that. I think I have no trees in the swing and a pretty open shot to the putting green. I don't think there's a better spot than right here. It's a straight shot. Yes, there's a gap, but I have nothing in my swing. I'm looking straight at the basket. I'm thrilled with this tee shot. Unfortunately, I've been throwing the champ very poorly, so really hoping that I can just place this one in the bullseye and tap it out, because I could use a birdie going into 17 or 18 or whatever's next. No, Brad. My one major flaw today is throwing the champ. It's got to be on me, but I just am not getting that out of my hand. It's really frustrating. That was terrible, and it's better than the champ. Oh my gosh, it's still bad. Oh my word, I cannot throw that disc. Oh my flippin' goodness. That is how you take a perfect tee shot and absolutely squander it. I'm never throwing the champ again. I'm going to do my best to completely forget that hole ever happened. This one's a tough line. Putting it on the right side pretty straight works out. With a little fade, it'll come into the basket. I don't expect to be C1. I'd love a C2 putt. That'll be fine with me. Just gotta hit the gap. That seemed good. Actually, a little bit of bad luck. I missed this big tree on the right, and I never saw the disc come out. I assumed I just kind of pushed forward, but I must have hit this small tree because I was in the air and I would have cleared out over for a C2 putt. So, little bit of tragedy here. Feel like I deserve better after the last hole. Way too nose down for a run. Couple of bad moments took the wind out of my sails. I was having a really great round, and I've ended up having just a good round for the discs that I'm using. So nothing to complain about, but it's a little unfortunate. Could have been great. I do still have one hole left, so hopefully I can finish out with a strong birdie. This basket's a little hard to see. You might be able to glimpse it through the trees, cutting the corner there. 295, but I'm gonna disc up once more just to make it easier to get all the way there. And make sure that I get close to the basket at some point. That flare took me all the way as far left as I wanted. I just have to hope that the distance was right. Looks like my strategy in the last hole was sound, and I finished out with the birdie. Well, I just wanted to quickly wrap up my experience with the Climo discs. I would say that my experience was pretty good. I like the plastics. I think that the Skyway flew well, although less stable than the numbers suggest. I don't feel like it's a -1.3. Maybe a -1.2 or something like that is a little more accurate. My thoughts on the Belleair leans a little bit toward, I'm not sure if it's a 0.2, almost felt like more of a 0.1. Just as a point of comparison to my taco, It's a 0-2 as well, but very overstable and immediately is diving left. The Belleair was not sharing that stability, despite having that 0-2 as the turn it fade. I can't make only a one-to-one comparison like that, but it seems to me like that 0-2 isn't quite right. Maybe again a -1-2 or a 0-1, something like that. That's my point of view. I do assume that the flight numbers on the Champ are accurate. It's harder to tell with a putter when, I didn't throw it that well or that many times, but it did seem to have that neutral 0-0 for the turn and fade. Well, despite a couple of mistakes and a couple of throwing errors with the Champ, I putted well with the Champ. I threw the Belleair and I think especially the Skyway pretty well. I had a great time out at Kilbourne. I put up a good score, despite the fact that my first throws with these discs were 2 minutes before I threw hole 1. I think I played very well with them. I think that speaks to these discs being pretty usable for an average amateur pretty quickly. They don't take a ton of throws to figure out. They're not wildly overstable, so lower arm speeds aren't going to struggle to get them to go, anywhere down the fairway. Have you guys thrown any of the Climo discs? Do you like them? Do you bag them? I'm not sure if any of these will make my bag, but I had a great experience with them. As always, I had fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.